Hi there. Welcome to a Bonzoleum Friday video. As you can see, I don't have the drums set up right now, because we had some water table action coming up. But here I am, under the piping hot lights of Bonzoleum Studios. I have my Camco pedal here that I normally use. I'm just going to talk about stuff. This is a late 70s, well, early mid 80s Tama Camco pedal. Remember when Camco broke up, DW bought kind of half of Camco, more or less, and Tama sort of bought the other half, we'll say. Kind of like when Slingerland and Ludwig sort of bought back Leedy and Ludwig from the Con Company. So these are great pedals, man. If you got them. George has one. I even think my friend Ryan has one, too. They're great pedals. Great action. So, what else? Ooh, so I got in today. Zildjian doesn't currently offer the S series as a 15-inch hat, much less a Master Sound 15, which is, remember, Master Sound is the Zildjian copy of the Paiste Sound Edge that Paiste invented. So what I bought here is a Paiste, a Zildjian S series, or S family, as they refer to, Thin Crash 15. Okay, this is the only 15 they offer. So it's quite thin, but it's not as thin as you think. But also, too, I learned from the S, I have S families, I have an 18-inch Thin Crash as well as a medium Thin Crash. And also, I think might even had bought one of the Rock Crashes, hoping it wasn't as heavy as it turned out to be. And then I also have 20-inch Thin Crash and a 20-inch medium thin in the S family. And the thin in each, the 18 and the 20, are unbelievable. They're superior. They project like a heavier cymbal. They sound unbelievable, I gotta say. And the 18 is in the 1,200 gram range. It's like 90 or something. And the 20 is in like the low 17, which, I mean, that's kind of a big deal for thinness. But they don't dent. They're very durable too. Remember, they're B12, sort of in the same ballpark as the Paiste B15. So I'm going to put on the bottom here a Paiste 2002 15-inch sound edge, and I'm also going to try a 602 sound edge, and I'm also going to try one of my 505 15-inch medium bottoms, as well as a 15-inch alpha band I have. So we'll sort of have the mix between the B12 and on the underside B8, if it's the 505 and the alpha and the 2002, or B20 on the underside with the 602. So that's coming. Also, too, I got in some some mock lugs for this drum. Stand by. This is Kermit the Frog for this. I've been looking for a 10 by 14 Ludwig version of this for a while. I just settled for a Wahlberg and a J Gretsch 10 by 14, and if anybody who really, really likes my channel knows, I'm a huge fan of Silver Sparkle with Red Stripe, or Red Sparkle with Silver Stripe. So this is going to be nice. So I had my main man Tommy D drill it for the Ludwig P1216 mount I'm going to throw on it. But I'm going to install myself the mock lug. So the look, I have them floating around here somewhere. So I'm going to take these Gretsch lugs off and put the mock lugs on. It'll look pretty sweet. So that's coming up in the pipeline. And I'm also sitting on, this is the drum throne when I learned to play the drums that I sat on. I sat on this was my drum throne for 12 years. Look at this, 1955. Let's all go to the movies, right? Ooh, boy, that's a cold cymbal on my... and this is my Pearl, I guess, made in Japan. This baby was on the eBay. It was all dark and tarnished. I could tell it was B8. And it kind of looks like a 602. It was 75 clams, so I bought it. 21 inches, 21 and 7/8 inches. So I bought it. And it came Sure enough, it is B20. Again, for whatever, it does look, I know from your point of view, and I won't blind you too much, it does look brass alloy there, but it really is bronze. This really is B20-ish anyway. And it's marvelous. I love it so. That might be my main ride for a while. All right, so what else is happening? Oh, George and the PFOZ guy, the PFOZ guys, People's Front of Zeppelin, just put up Pat's Delight, which is the drum solo bottom what Zeppelin used to do in the early days before it was Moby Dick. It's out of hand, and it's really its own animal. You got to check it out right now. Flip on over in a parallel window or whatever to People's Front of Zeppelin, PFOZ. They just put this out today. If you ever listen to Pat's Delight, there's a bootleg. There's I think it's a soundboard recording from Boston Tea Party. Okay, early '69. I think it's January '69. So this must be like it's one of the first gigs that Bonham got his Ludwig thermos. Okay, one of the first gigs. It's interesting. So many of those shots from the Boston Tea Party back in like '69 are confused in books and articles and stuff as the Kinetic Playground. In fact, even one or two of the Led Zeppelin books, even Jimmy Page himself, is like, here we are at the Kinetic Playground. It's actually the Boston Tea Party. They look somewhat similar. I mean, they both had like white walls, I suppose. But you got to hear it. Bonham is just out of hand. His single strokes and the evenness and his control is just out of control. So go on PFOZ, you gotta check that out. Remember, PFOZ videos coming out up the wazoo. They're doing a Patreon thing too. What else was I gonna talk about though? So I have, and I'm gonna do another video publicizing the PFOZ and the Pat's Delight again. I really want to get, these guys are out of hand. These are my Ludwig New Sonics that I bought. I bought them through my dudesicles at Sweetwater. God love them. So here they are, 2012-14. I think I'm going to get a 9x13 to 16x16. I'd love it if it was a 16x14 though, the floor tom. There's really, to me, there's something about a 16x16 floor tom that I don't like. I mean, I love a 16-inch floor tom, but there's something with the 16-16 squareness of it that bugs me. It always has. Like, I'd prefer my 16s to be like 16x13 or 16x16. A 16x18, an 18-inch floor tom with a 16-inch depth is marvelous. I'm back on the coffee again, the caffeinated coffee. That's why I'm stumbling over my words. But I figure since I have everything up, I might as well show some stuff. Over here is my Indie. Remember, I'm not affiliated with any drum company. But this is an Indie. It's a 6.5x14 8-lug. I put Ludwig, well, actually, they came off a Leedy and Ludwig snare drum, but these are Ludwig and Ludwig Kahn, when Kahn designed this lug back in the 30s, which its close cousin is what you see on Ludwig Superphonics now, and then the flat Imperial that they started off for a few years ago. They're very, very similar. Although these original Ludwig and Leedy and Ludwig ones have a 2-inch hole spacing versus the 2 3/16 that you'll find on the Imperials that you'll see like on the Supras and the classic lugs, on the Acros and the standards and stuff, the standard lugs, which are 2 3/16 inch. So, but more videos coming. I'm going to get the drums set back up down here. I am also playing with some fellas here in town in the next couple weeks. I got to make sure I know this stuff. We're doing Cream. We're doing White Room. We're doing Jeff Beck's Freeway Jam. We're doing Stevie Ray Vaughan's version of Stevie Wonder's Superstition. We're doing Driven to Tears by the Police. We're doing some tunes. So I got to get the kit set up back down here so I can work over my stuff. So if anybody, again, the weekend is here. More videos coming on the way. Again, I'm going to post some footage of me playing with these dudes at rehearsal. It won't be my drum kit. I'm playing behind a friend's recording custom kit. So if you want to shoot any emails, chat up drums or anything, I have T-shirts and stuff, and we can talk about gear. If I know what I'm talking about, I'll try to help you. That's bonzoleum@gmail.com. Okay? There was one more thing, though. Honest, I know I do this all the time, and I always say this, but there was one more thing I did want to bring up. What is it? Oh, yeah, no, I know what it is. Hang on. Bear with me. Where are you? Where'd you go? Where are you? What happened to you? I have, well, it's here somewhere. I have a Peisty 404 20. I have a Peisty 404 20-inch medium that I got. And the mediums, you'll see the 20-inch 404 20-inch rides a lot. Usually they're in like the $70 to $100 range. You can see them a lot on like Music Around used or Guitar Center used. And on eBay sometimes they get bid up. But those are great cymbals, the 20-inch ride model. They're usually not very heavy. The early brown label, late black label and early brown label ones are thinner than the brown label ones you find like 85, 86 right before they were discontinued. They will cross the 2,000 gram range on the upside. But I got a really nice medium. The mediums are kind of hard to come by, relative, and it's nice. It's a nice, but there's not a, it moves itself out of the mix quickly. It almost sounds like a fast crash, but that sounds a little louder on the front end. You know, not like a thin fast crash, but like a heavier, relatively sort of sounding fast crash. And then it's gone. It's really nice. I have it here someplace. But since I had to pick everything up, I don't know where it is. Have a good weekend. Okay, I'm going to post, hopefully, that rehearsal when I play with these fellas on Sunday. Don't forget, the Chicago Drum Show's coming up in 2 weeks. Out in, I think it's Villa Park, out at the Odeum. So, maybe I'll see some of you folks there. I think it's 2 days. I think it's Saturday and Sunday. Well, I think they might have done a Friday in the past. But anyway, I hope everything is good. What else was that? There was something else I was going to talk about. Gosh darn it. I'm telling you. I'm going to push stop on this camera. And I am going to realize that I don't... What was it, man? Gosh darn it. I do know some mosquitoes are out a little bit because I was trying to fix something under our back porch and I got attacked. Gosh darn it.